Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometres long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Russell, Max Verstappen and Piastri, Hadjar, Norris, Behrman and Arvid Lindblad, Sainz, Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Albon, Colapinto, Lawson, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, Bortoleto, Bottas, Hülkenberg and Sergio Perez completes our grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box today with the best view on what is about to unfold and some strong views on the action we're about to see, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, so managing the engine is more important than ever. Your main way to recharge will be lifting and coasting, and you don't always need to go full throttle. Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That's what it is. You're just too slow, so it's impossible to keep them behind.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.